Hi everyone, it's Rachel. I'm having some technical difficulties. Well, they're my own difficulties. I forgot to turn the video on. I'm chatting away and I didn't press play, did I? Anyway, Lulu's there giggling. So this mess that you're looking at is my little messy craft room. So I'm just doing a quick little walkthrough now. I'm not going to tell you what things are, but you can see the mess. This is it. That thing up there, I have to ask my husband to take it down because this was Lulu's little bedroom when she was 3.5. Did we come here when you were 3.5, Lulu? No, yeah. Maybe 4.
No, 3.
Nearly 4 she was, I think. Had you started kindergarten?
I don't remember.
Anyway, she wanted this room and it did fit the little single bed, and she had some shelves, and then when she was 6 she decided she needed a bigger room, so she got a bigger room. So this is my room. You can see the horrible mess that it is. I'll tell you what, there's lace down there, there's lace over there, there's lace out there in the corridor in some drawers. I won't show you that. There is lace all up there, and there's lace all down here. Is that making you seasick? And there's fabrics everywhere. Everything is everywhere. There, that's from Terry. No, Roberta. And then I've got shelves of all stuff up here that I don't use, unfinished projects and Christmas up there, some old books that are diminishing, so that'll be emptying out. And so this is a view of the room. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going too fast. There's my little arm thing. There's a beautiful thing that Lulu made me. I'll show you that when I redo the video. I'm sure it's all blurry now because I'm going too fast. These are some fruit crates that I painted. I use them at markets, but they're quite good shelves. I quite like them. They're a bit of a mess at the moment. So yes, so I'm going to be tidying up, and I will do another video. That was my old tripod there. That's my starch. Do I have animal spray in here as well? No, no animal spray. Look at the lovely tiles on the floor. There you go. There's a bit of mess there as well. And these are my falling apart drawers here. So I'll show you those. See, they're falling apart. I don't even know how they're standing up. The bars that go right across that way have totally come off, and the drawers don't stay in. I've got the bars over there, so I'm going to throw those out. The drawers are all broken anyway, the plastic. Don't buy the plastic ones. You should get the metal ones. They're better. I know I didn't. And I've got these wonderful IKEA drawers, and it's quite hard for me to get over there. It's annoying. And that's where a lot of my laces are, and a few trims. And so what I would like to do is, oh look, there's a painting that Lulu did for me when she was little. What I would like to do is, I'm thinking those drawers might be good here under my, there. So I might move them, and then I will use them more. And I might put some more shelves up on the top of, up there. I might put some shelves up there. So anyway, so this is the video before. I don't know when I'll post this because I need, as you can see, it's going to take me a long time to sort out this big mess. That's my window there, and you can see the house behind. That's where the cackling ladies are. So if you ever hear them, if I ever have my window open, that's where you hear. That's where they are. And then that's the drive down there. You can't see it, but that's where Lulu and Steffi play volleyball, and they throw the ball up at my window, so you can see that. And then I've got all fabrics here. Now they are quite organized, the fabrics. It doesn't look like it, but they are. So I just need to sort it out. And this is what I really need to go through here, because some of those boxes are empty, well, half empty. There's just got rubbish in them. So that's what I really need to go through there. And yes, and look down there. I forgot I had those books down there. I could use those. Yes, so that is it. I'm just waffling. I need to tidy up all this mess. Oh, look at this lovely sari silk that I got. That's a netting sort of stuff. Anyway, yeah, I need to sort out all that sort of thing. So that will all be done, and you will get to see the room finished. Bye. Guys, it's Rachel here. This is my second attempt because I realized I was shaking you way too much. So yes, I think I'll do the video again. And now this is my room. I've tidied it up. It's taken me 2 days. So I'll show you. There's a few little bits and pieces I still have to do, but I'll show you where I'm at. So those are my papers. They're still there in a little basket, the ones that are rolled up. Then I'm just going to come around the corner here, And then this, I didn't show you this the other day. This is Lulu's art gallery. Now these are all drawings that she did, I don't know how many years ago. We'd have to ask Lou, she might remember. She even drew me at my table. That's me at my table. Isn't that cute? And then in fact, yes, isn't that cute? And then look, and then we went to Florence, and she was inspired by a painting of Federico da Montefeltro where he's got the big nose, and so she drew that. She drew a few of those. She did a whole series. And then these are I mean, she was only little. I don't know. She might have been 6 when she did these drawings. And then she used to draw these girls like that. So I've got lots of drawings like that I need to all put together. So really cute. And then we might as well start here. I've just got, these shelves are the same. I've just got threads up there, and in that box there is a block of the month that my sister gave me. They're my embroidery threads, and then these are cute little boxes that I made. I'll try not to touch the screen, and I'm trying not to shake too much. I'm not very good. These are little boxes that I made. I've actually got a pattern for those. I don't know if I published the pattern. It was a really cute pattern. It's so easy. And then these are all my gorgeous antique boxes that I have. And I'm tangled on something. Just a minute. What am I tangled on? Just behave yourself. Okay, so these are all my antique boxes that I have. And oh my goodness, I'm struggling here. And so yeah, they've got buttons in them, clips, paper clips, all that sort of stuff there. These are some beautiful antique, well, that's sari silk, and then these are antique threads that I'd found, and these are some antique linen threads that my mum gave me. I've got some antique boro up there, and some sari silk, and some Indian trim, and then just some trims that I make. And then those threads at the back are antique Japanese silk threads that I bought. And then down here, I covered those. My sister taught me to do that. These here, I covered those with a wrapping paper, and they've got all kinds of stuff in them, like threads, and I couldn't even tell you. And then I've got some dyed wools and hemps and things that I've got in that box there that I never use. These are the wallpapers that I was given by Roberta, and then these are papers and things. And then in that box there, I've got my tea dyed envelopes, glassine bags, doilies, and things like that. And in the box underneath are all my papers. This is a box of just random pieces of hemp and linen-y sort of fabrics, and these are the boxes that little ones I keep on my table when I'm working. Oh, I just saw a cap there. The caps were 14 for 50 days. 14 caps of glue I had. And then down the bottom, I've got cellophane bags in that top drawer, and in the bottom drawer I've just got paintbrushes and watercolor stuff. I've got my guillotine there. Can't remember what's on there. I think it's just random stuff. Oh, some paintings and things that Lulu did for me. And then down the bottom I put my washi tape, so I'm really happy with how that's organized. Here I just keep my mats and some straw paper and stuff like that. And then this is the same mess as before. I have to tidy this up a little bit. So up those 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves of fabrics, mostly old fabrics, except for over here these are newer fabrics that I used for growth charts. I've got books to alter up there. Up the very top again, there's some Christmas stuff there. That big box has all my beading stuff in it. And then there's like onion trim and all that sort of stuff that I don't really use that much. Well, I do sporadically. This pile here I need to tidy up. I've got this is beautiful Favini paper. I've got to sort all that out. That's watercolor paper, and the papers I bought out and about with my sister. Here I've got other papers that I use for journals. Down there I've got written papers, and there I've got sort of scrapbook pages as well. And then here, these are all pages that I can use, that I draw from to put in journals. Just padded bags. These are my stamps here. And then down here, now this is what I'm really excited about. Here, I'll just take the lid off. I've got all of my, these are Medieval Mirage, and they're all in individual folders. And I've now changed my system for my other digital kits. They're all in the same system as Medieval Mirage, so it's much easier to find them. Down below I've got my boxes that I always went out the door to get with the napkins, book pages and books. And then I've got my Big Shot and my little mini guillotine there for the moment. And then there's a whole lot of stuff down there that I have to sort through. I've got this cart here, and it's a bit of a mess, but it has book pages on 2 shelves, and then up here was where I kept all my bits and pieces for journals, and it's also a mess, and I need to go through and sort that out. So we'll come back to the entrance of the room here, and I've got what I've changed here is I swung this shelf around that way before it was on that wall, and I put another one on top, so I hope it doesn't all fall down and kill me. Up the top I've got unfinished projects. I've got some felt. I've got 3 boxes of vintage embroidered stuff, and then 3 boxes of white vintage embroidered stuff, or off-white, or whatever you want to call it. I've got a couple of boxes of small pieces of old fabric, starch. Then I've got that shelf there. That is all my journals, whether I bought them or made them. And then there's some stuff there that in front of them I've got to sort out. I've got envelopes and stuff there, and the binder that you can see is Happy Mails. I've got some books there that I like to use the images. Down below the bottom shelf are all of my old sewing patterns that I wrote and made. And then these 2 boxes, one is for my needlebook course kits, and the other one is for my other kits that I make up. And then they're just some random things that I need to sort of put away. I think some of them my mother-in-law gave me. And then in these, I put these shelves on top of each other. I absolutely love these. The bottom one is where I have all my fabrics for making my scrap trims. Then I have the middle shelf there for that's my homespun project. There were all the fabrics I'd chosen for that, and I didn't go on with it. And then I've got some laces and things there on the 3rd shelf, and just there. I've got a couple of die cuts there that I like to use, and then that's my current sewing projects that I haven't continued on with, like my Jessie Corley. And then I've got all my glues, and then in here I've got these things, what do you call these, punches and stuff like that, just some random stuff. And then I put the pretty bundles of Mary's wools and things that she gave me. There's a vintage album behind, antique album I should say, a little knit pin cushion, and that box that round one my mother-in-law gave me. And then I've got my projects up there. You've seen that before. And then this is just a lamp, Kia lamp, very cheap, that I covered the lampshade. And then this cupboard my friend gave me for my birthday a couple of years ago. My mum made this. It's all hand embroidered and beaded, so that was what mum was like before she started doing more slow stitching. And then in here I keep mostly my stamps, so the ones on the wooden blocks, and I've put them in. I'm sorry if I'm jiggling you about, please forgive me. I've put them in those wooden boxes that I painted. So I've sort of sorted them out in 2 of those, and then in the other one I've got my inks as well, upside down in bags. And then they're the blocks. I've got just some raffia, and then those are sort of foamy ones like that. And these pom-poms are fabric pom-poms that my mum gave me. I think she'd wrapped a present and she put them on there. And then up the top, these are the crates that I painted. I've got my ephemera folders up there, some of the early journals and a couple of books, and just a basket of stuff up there. You don't need to see that. This here I found at an antique market, and it's just like some threads there, machine threads, pin cushion, bits and pieces of fabrics and stuff that I use in projects. This is a hanging shelf that I just bought at IKEA. Actually went back and bought another one today because it's so good. They just slide onto the shelf, and I've got all current projects there, pencils under there, drawers here with some baker's twine and little mini scissors and stuff like that, sticky tape. And then I've got I bought that candle over there at IKEA, and it came in that pretty box. So I put my wax seals in there, and then in here I've just got papers that I might need to use, and some things I've recently made because I haven't put them away yet, and then just a shelf full of pretty things, like a Japanese, it's a bit out of focus, just a second, Japanese rice bag, and that beautiful little jug was made by an artisan in the town where I got married. My spray glues up there in that pretty basket, and then in that white container are my seal waxes, and that just came from IKEA, very inexpensive. Oh, that card my friend painted for me. I've got one of my needle books there, and then up here I've just got random stuff, you know, books that I write things down in. Fiona Hayes' beautiful paintings up there, and just random stuff that I didn't know where to put, and then just some empty baskets that I made up there, so nothing too exciting. And then down here is my sewing machine. There's my sewing machine, and I've got my regular tray. Now look at my table, how tidy it is. I've got all this space now. This was overflowing over there, and literally I was working in this teeny tiny space right here, and all of the rest of it was totally crowded and messy and just shocking. So I've tidied it all up, and here I've got this tray. It's just going to have papers and stuff like that. This if I get little scraps, and in the pretty box underneath that my sister gave me are all my little pieces of scraps. I've tidied up all of my you know, book pages that I can work on. Those over there are old patterns and things that for sewing and stuff. And then I recently bought this at IKEA. I don't know if I can move this. And it's a wire basket. It's really cool, and it's got separators, and you put the separators in as you like them. So I've got all my scraps of what do you call it, scrapbooking paper. I've got some envelopes in here, just all random things that I use in every day for my projects. And then what else do we have to show? Have I showed you my trolley? Yes, I think I have. Oh, I got all these drawers down here now, so that's a view of the deck. I really love it now. You're never going to get me out of here. Like, I couldn't stand it before. I couldn't walk around. So down here I've got 2 drawers of fabrics. It used to be 4 drawers of fabrics. I've really reduced them down. The bottom drawer is my scrapbooking. Now there, I had 2 of these here. I had 2. The one that was here broke, and so I got rid of it. And I've really reduced, I've pulled out a whole lot of fabric, so there's going to be some lovely fabrics in my fabric packs in the next ones to come that I prepare, because I've really pulled out some nice things because I can't use them all. I've got my garbage bin here. I've been throwing things out, and then in here I've got pom-pom trims, other trims that I'm destashing, zips and all that sort of stuff. Oh no, and up here I've got laces. And I thought it was good to have these here because that's stuff that I like to use while I'm working. And then over here, now this was up on my shelf over there, and I could never get to it. It was really annoying, and it's where all my nice stuff is. So I've got trims down here, and some of it I've been destashing because I don't use them as much as I thought I would. And in this part here, these are beautiful precious trims that my aunt gave me. And then here I've got just all cordy sort of trims and you know, these sorts of things that I like to wrap them on. And then this is the exciting part. This is where all of my laces are. These are fabulous drawers, and I'm so excited to have them here. This was Lulu's idea, and then more up there, so that lots of that needs to be tidied up. It's a bit of a mess. So that is it. I think I've shown you everything now. Oh, and then I think I showed you the other day out the window. There you go. I've got the window closed. It's stinking hot, and that, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, my friend gave me that there, and that was just a dream catcher that I made there, and yeah, my friend made me that, so they just hang there and keep me company. So that is my room, guys. Now you know, you can picture me. Oh, and up there, I think I showed you that last time, that was Lulu's mosquito net, and I have to get my husband to take that down. So oh, another box that's going to be coming in is a square one of those white IKEA ones, and it's going to have all of my recycled like packaging. I'm going to put packaging in it, So I've got that here as well. So there you go. I hope it really, this kind of video would make me feel seasick. I hope I didn't make you feel seasick, but I guess I'm very wobbly. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.